Hello again, all you twinkle-toed fairies. We are going to fly today from Passau to Linz. There, Passau, Linz is there, I believe. Yes. So we're on a heading of about 145 again, 150. And we're in the Cessna as usual. So, without too much delay, I think we're going to get started. I will set my... okay, need to wind it up to 0. Oopsie daisy, what just happened? Okay. That's good. Fine pitch, we're getting airborne. And we're basically going to head on the same heading we're already on. Brakes are off. And we're throttling forward now. There's those cars coming in from the right hand side in towards the airport buildings. It freaked me out last time when I was landing, but there'll be no such trouble this time. I'm actually just going to put a little bit of flap in there just to help me get airborne. Okay, now we need to climb up over this transmission line. Well clear of it already. And hitting 150. Very nice indeed. So we're tracking down the Danube River still, and I will soon just be pulling the engine back. I'm not going to climb as high as I did in the last flight. Probably set it around 1,000 feet. Don't want to take too long wasting all our energy climbing up to altitude. Getting the rudder trimmed out now as well. And let's just check. Where's the trim wheel in this thing? Okay, excellent. The trim wheel is responding to my trim commands. Not quite sure where the rudder one is. Perhaps over to the left? Nope. Not quite sure where the rudder trim wheel is located, but I'm trimmed out now anyway. Okay, so let's turn off some things. Landing light off, taxi light off. Strobe navigation lights can stay on. Still climbing here a little bit. I'm just going to notch the trim down a bit more. Now we should see the mountains starting to show in the distance soon. So, the European Alps. And there's the Danube River tracking on the left wing. We're heading in the right direction. It's the middle of the day and weather is clear. Just a bit of high cirrus cloud. No other clouds to speak of. Just pulling the engine back a fraction. Very lovely indeed. So I've got the hands off at the moment. The airplane is flying itself without me, actually. It's listing to port. Let's just try and pick a feature on the horizon and we'll head towards that. There's a peak about there, right off in the distance where my cursor is. Way over there. We'll head for that peak, I think. Nice visual cue to point towards. There's an airfield coming up there on the left. Quite a decent sized airfield actually. I think it's an airfield. Yeah. See if that shows up on the map, shall we? this one here, shouting. So we're heading a bit far to the left, so we need to course correct. Sorry, we're heading a bit far to the right. We need to course correct left. So I'm going to aim for the end of this little range of near hills over here. I'll point for that. Crossing over the door now. Goody, rolling out on that heading. No air traffic at this airfield, not that I can see. Actually, no, it wasn't the Donau, was it? I think that river there is the other one that comes in. Oh no, it is the Donau. No, it's not. It's that one there. I'm not sure which river that is, because the Donau flows along like that. The main one is there. There's the VOR, and there's the airfield. Hersching, Linz Hersching. And we're on course now. I'm still just climbing a little bit. Almost at 2,000 feet. I'll arrest the climb just by reducing throttle and prop picture fraction rather than trimming the nose back. We'll just use the engine to slow the climb down. See the Bayerische Wald disappearing off to my left at 9 o'clock, the hills over there. Break out to a little bit of open country and then we'll start closing in on the European Alps. Bring the visor down? No, it doesn't look like it. Just checking my T's and P's. Everything looks fine. Plenty of fuel too. Rid of the mouse cursor. Looks ugly. Just trying to get a feel for the track. I was just having a little bit of trouble there. I'd like to be able to look around over my right shoulder a bit more, but it's not letting me look fully back. Might have to just adjust that a fraction. So as you can probably tell from the startup of this, I haven't actually sat down and worked out the startup procedure yet. I really need to do that. I'll try and do that as soon as I finish this flight. Try and work out what the startup is so that I can actually do a full startup and taxi in my next film, next video. Okay, I'm tracking 137, so I think I need to come left still a bit more. Check the old GPS system. Yeah, I need to come left onto about 120. What's to say we're tracking now? 127. That's lined up. Just keep coming left until we're showing 120. Just put a little bit of left aileron in. There we go. That'll do. 119. I'm a degree off course, but hey. There we go, 120. Excellent. Now, that's giving me a frequency of 210. I'm just wondering whether if that's the frequency for Linz. What do we want? There's the communications frequency. What's the VOR frequency for that Linz VOR there? 116.6. Oh, turning right. Just kick over to the left. Okay, I need to turn left quite a bit here. Very good. Right, we can see the Alps now starting to show through the haze off in the distance. The mountains. Gandalf. It's a rather pleasant flight, this one. Very good flying conditions. It doesn't look like there's any wind to speak of. Certainly not anything lateral, although maybe a tiny bit of left or right actually. I have that slight feeling that we're just crabbing slightly to the right. And I don't think it's a trim issue because my slip indicator is nice and centered over here. Avoid slips with flap extended. Interesting. It's written on the bottom of the flap lever here. Probably means that when the flaps are down, side slipping is dangerous and you can stall easily. Linz now is not terribly far off. And the runway actually looks like it's almost on the heading we're on. 09 runway. Yeah, we're coming in from almost the due, turning again. We're coming in almost due west off the field. And a west to east heading. So we'll probably just go straight in, I think. As soon as I get your eyes on the field, we'll try and set up for a long finals approach. Terrain's just a little bit more lumpy over here. So might actually make for some quite pleasant flying. Certainly the next couple of legs of this journey are going to be in amongst the mountains. And we may even be flying below the mountain tops. We might have to thread some valleys. We shall see. We'll see which paths the map presents us. Okay, I'm going to come left a fraction more now. I expect to be seeing the city, and we're almost on a straight-in approach here. Airfield should be off in the distance somewhere. There's a water body. Oh no, that's a forest. Probably want to be on almost 090 now. I'm going to come left again. just so I line up on 090. Is that it there? Nope. Over there maybe. Linz is a fairly big town on the river, so it shouldn't be too hard to spot the field. Just consult our map. Okay, so the river's going to pass on, and we're going to be landing parallel to the river. So the river's going to be over here somewhere, and it sort of bends off to the left, and we'll probably have it off the distant left wingtip as we approach. How's our height? 1,500 feet above Landshut. Now I'd love to know what the QNH is at Linz. Let's see, can I work that out? So I want the Linz radio. ATIS or TWR? Let's go for ATIS. 128.12. 128.12. Now I have no idea what I'm doing here, but I think if I tune my radio to 128, let's go up. Yeah. 1. I don't know if that's 128.12 actually. No, not hearing anything. Stand by. What's that? Nope. Don't know how to use the don't know how to use the radar. The radios to get. All I want to know is what the QNH is at the next, at Linz, which is dead ahead of me now. Oh, how do I get rid of that? Click on the screen. Okay. Well, the airfield should be dead ahead. So let's have a look. There it is. Yep, I can see it in the distance. It's where my cursor is over there. It's a very nice long runway. Let's see if I can show you. There. Very juddery at full zoom. Lovely long runway. You can start slowing up a little. Okay, we're almost lined up now. Airfield's over there. Looks like I'm a little low. We've got landing lights, 3 orange, 1 white. So I'm just gonna get closer before I descend. Two whites, two orange. Right, so I'm too low. Three whites. Bang on glide slope in a minute or two. There we go, four whites. I should be on glide slope now. Whoopsie. Yep. Four white lights. And once the speed comes back a notch, I will lower the first bit of flap. Just trimming the nose back now to try and maintain that. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Still got four white lights. And we're straight in for runway 09 at Linz. Right. Now we bring the prop back. Sorry, we bring the throttle back. Trim, 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 trim. Trim back on the nose. Airspeed 80. My first notch of flapping. Nose really did push itself up there, but that's okay. Airspeed 60. I may just be getting a bit high here. Nope, I'm okay. Okay, second notch of flap. Feel like we're too high. It may just be that because the flap's going in, I'm pushing the nose down to keep the attitude the same. It just makes it feel like you're a bit higher and you get a little bit of extra lift. It sort of cocks the aircraft over on its nose. Right, so we've got some time just to have a quick look around at the surroundings, really. Really getting into some hilly country now too, this is good. It's quite hazy. Quite a lot of haze. And we shall drop the flaps down now. There goes the nose again. Got to learn to just anticipate that with a little bit of forward stick. Okay, let's chop a bit of power on here. My lights are looking good. So we've got taxiways on the right. We've got something about halfway down and then another two further back. So we'll probably miss the first one. We'll miss the first one. We'll probably miss the second one. See if I can get the third taxiway off on the right. This feels like a very measured approach. Right, let's get some of this gear on. Put the landing light on. I should have done that earlier as I was approaching the circuit actually. I haven't got a list of checks yet. Oh, that's a high angle. high here. Feels incredibly steep. I'm just going to chop the throttle. Although it's not really steep if I sit back like this, but I'm going to miss the early kind of part of the field, the runway here where most people land. It's going to be long. Quite long. A touch too heavy, but I'm not complaining. Right, we'll come off here at number 5. That looks like the larger guys, Air New Zealand over there. American Airlines and a British Airways aircraft. We're going to come off here, and I'm going to assume that this is the general aviation. Oh no, let's go left. Let's go left. Bugger them, you know. Flaps up. Get the old taxi light on, I think. And we'll taxi off over here. Is that an aircraft about to get airborne over there? Just sitting there. A couple of regional jets. Now I'm pretty sure Air New Zealand don't fly in and out of Linz, but okay, they're here. Actually, we might get a nice screenshot out of this. Oh, see? That's what happens when you're not paying attention. Go busy trying to take screenshots and you taxi off the taxiway. What I'll do is I'll actually head over there and try and park next to that thing, and then we'll get a screenshot that way. Bit quick. Oh yeah, there's another general aviation airplane there. I notice we've all got the same registration number. Oh, he's actually got his engines on, this guy. Okay. So, let's have a look outside. Very good. So that concludes the next leg of my trip from Linz in Bavaria, potentially, hopefully, all the way to Wellington, New Zealand. And there's the first sort of omen, indication that we're on the right path. The big Air New Zealand Boeing sitting next to us. Let's jump back in the cockpit quickly. And we'll start the shutdown sequence. So, let's turn some of this. Leave this drive on for now. Okay, we'll get the engine magnetos off. Very good. Parking brake on. Where's the parking brake? Not quite sure. Okay, no parking brake. Let's get the electrics off. There we go. Welcome to Linz.